Yo, Ryan here. This is part of my Kickstart My Agency course where once we've understood a niche that we want to look at targeting, we want to see if we can run an experiment on promotion as early as possible. The reason I encourage you to do this is because if you've done the exercise in the previous lesson, which is understanding the customer avatar, the ideal customer profile, then you don't want to go and build an entire company and figure out that product market fit never existed. You want to come up with a hypothesis that theorizes that you've got a product that fits the market that you've identified as your ideal customer profile. Now, we could pretty much literally choose anything. In the example that I'm going to run here today, I literally just log in, right? And what was I doing? Somewhere. Here we go. I just have a look, there's a few little ideas and inspirations for the different types of verticals and niches and things that GoHighLevel provide out of the box. So I kind of went in and sort of, what are the snapshots here? And I'm like, pest control is probably really good, So I know from a pest control point of view, the first thing I'm going to do is just check in my own backyard, right? So personal point of view, I've used the services before. From a booking point of view, there might be some extra challenges in the calendar system and that type of stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just see if I can generate leads in this niche, right? So if I just do pest control, right? And I'm just going to do New South Wales, right? Which is where I live, right? Millions of pest control companies, sweet, right? I want to just check that I could do that, right? Okay, so if I'm cool with that, right, what I want to do is I want to go into my brand, which is Funnel Me, right, or Funnel, right? And what I want to do is I want to go down and grab sites. And I've got a landing page which talks about never logging into Facebook Ads Manager and all that type of stuff ever again, right? So that's the generic version of my brand. It's more like the agency, SSMA style thing or whatever, right? Now, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to make an augmentation of this, but I'm going to do it as if it's a video sales, what do you call it? VSL, video sales letter, inspiration from Swipe Folder, right? Swipe Folder is pretty cool. So you can look at, these types of niches where all these super successful funnels have been uploaded and published. Anything from, Alex Hormozy and all these types of guys, right? Where, what their funnels used to look like or what they did look like or continue to look like, right? So definitely, look at this, masterminds, real estate and blah, 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 right? And, this would be even, the Chase from GoHighLevel says that the local services snapshot would be pretty similar to pest control. But if you've got the opportunity to go real specific, right, into a niche for the experiment, so rather than just going home services, I want to go pest control, just pest control. Because, I've got some guys on the course where they're just going after window cleaners and they're just getting millions of leads, right? Too many leads that they don't know what to do with. And I put that down to the fact that they quickly identified that they just wanted to go after window cleaners. Window cleaners are great because they basically just carry around a bottle of chemicals and some water and a squeegee, and that is their whole business, right? And so for them, local Facebook advertising, which is what I'm putting in front of people as Facebook advertising or whatever, the lead generation is going to be exactly what I want. So, landing pages and that type of stuff, I might just want to get some inspiration here. There's a done for you agency, which is a course, landing page to a sales call, that type of thing, right? So this is going to be a VSL. It's going to be me demoing how quickly I can get up and running, right? So the first thing I want to do is I want to be able to prepare for my demo. So I'm going to log into UpX, okay? So let me do this now. Do everything in front of you live, right? So I'm going to log into UpX. Come on, give me the login. So looking at UpX here. What the hell is my password? I don't know. All right, here we go. So my Facebook page is this one here. So I want to go to my library. Under that page, you want to go to the template library. Just want to see if there's any pest control in here. So it's probably going to be home services. We've got cleaning, plumbing, pest control. Woo! Right. Now, awesome. I'm going to import all those down. So then now we've got that. Now, what does that do? So when we go over here, funnel, add launches, right? We're going to new campaign, and we've got our home service. Did it come through as a copy? Pest control, right? Now, let's just go and change a few bits. So we just go and go to my template library. So over here, my templates. Where is my home services copy? Okay. So from here, I'm good with those. And we're going to templates. There was a way to edit this the other day, and I'm trying to figure out how I did it. My categories. Okay, pest control copy, home services copy, right? So click on edit, and I'm just gonna go with straight up pest control, right? Actually, I'm just gonna say home services, save, and then by the way, so when you're in here, the clients that are enabled, shove it in there. It's awesome. Then so we've got homes. What do I call it? Home services. Yeah, it's enabled, and underneath is the home services, right? And so let's just go to categories, pest control copy. We want to edit that, and we want to call that pest control, and save. Right. So now what I want to do is I want to pause this recording, and I'm going to make a recording of me launching a pest control ad in like 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm going to be talking directly to pest control guys. So I'll see you in a few minutes, and then we've got the VSL ready to roll. Nice. So I've just gone and I probably spent 20 minutes recording a video. Now, what we want to do is we want to build the most scalable way to do different VSLs, right? So I went after pest control. So I went into my Alpex, I enabled pest control templates, all that good stuff, right? But now I need a video sales letter landing page that I can change depending on the niche that I want, right? And so you build that up as a snapshot. So I want to start building like a pest control snapshot. And so anyway, long story short, whenever you can use variables and things like that, custom values, like you want to. Cool. So in funnel me, we're going to go to sites, right? I'm going to grab a new funnel, right? I'm just going to grab a template, right? This does not need to be overthought. We want to drive traffic to a specific audience with a piece of communication, speaking directly to that audience, right? That's really what we want, right? So let's just see if there is any pest control. Let's see if we've got any home services. Nice. Those aren't probably what we want. Let's see if there's a VSL in here. Nah, because this is all end user templates, right? All templates. We probably want a agency. Let's see if there's any video based ones. Make sure we get to that. Digital productivity, la la la. They're all terrible, right? Yeah, they're all not great. Okay, we're going to build it from complete scratch, right? Because these are all terrible. What have I got in here in my funnel templates, by the way? Real estate agent? Nah. Thought I had a VSL. Righto, we're doing it from scratch. Okay, so this is going to be pest control VSL. Okay, now a better way might be you start with home services VSL and then create different variations of that. But this is what I want to do, right? So let's do this. Let's wait for high level to do whatever it's doing because it just sits there loading all the time. Press refresh. Come on. Yeah. You get a new one, and this is going to be, let's do that. So home services, VSL template, right? Start with home services as the base. and then we can create duplicates of it in the future and then split out, right? So let's start with that template. So the first thing is going to need the landing page, right? So this is going to be the opt-in, right? So opt-in VSL, right? I'm just going to call that opt-in. We don't need to import it from anywhere. And we're going to create from blank. And so we don't, so funnels, they do look terrible, right? They just do, right? So you're going to have like a headline. We're going to split that out into 2 columns now. And we want, in one column's the video. And then on the other columns, like I'm going to do a bulleted list, right? And then essentially we just want the call. Actually, we'll just do one more piece of content. So that's going to be, it's going to be my opt-in form actually. So we'll do the form there. I don't have a form yet, that's fine. And then just underneath, well, actually, we're just going to have a little information, right? So we're going to do, what do we want? We'll do a subheadline. Okay, so we're going to start here. Save that, update that. I'm still using the old builder. Just the fine. So I just want to go back over here. I want to get some sort of like inspiration, right? So I want kind of like a landing page, right? And be like simple, right? I kind of want it like this, right? This guy's like Home Services Academy, how to start a remote cleaning business in 2022, right? It's got the logo up the top, right? All that stuff, right? So I think I'm going to just, make some quick modifications. And when I play this back, it's going to be at like speed 1.5, right? So don't worry, you don't have to sit here watching me build this stuff all day long. So I'm just basically copying what I've already got. Okay, so here's version 1 of the funnel. It's pretty funnel looking, right? And I love using like Home Service Academy to just kind of look at inspiration for that type of stuff, right? Don't be scared to steal from others of what's worked, right? And make it your own, right? Like that's what it's there to do. Make sure you check the mobile stuff. We'll just get rid of the pop-up stuff. Oh yeah, I just want to throw in one more thing here, which is bonus, right? Okay, so I'm just putting in an additional opt-in, and I don't have any forms, right? And so now I just need one more thing, which is going to be emoji review stars. Also, I want to show you today is the 21st of the 6th, 2023. Stars. Okay, so we've got the landing page with the video coming that we're going to add in to it. And then we're going to throw in the opt-in as the second page of this funnel. So let's move to that. Okay, let's create the new step. And this is going to be the confirmation. Confirmation. Let's create the funnel. And let's use the existing and give me the VSL, give me the VSL. Let's just augment that. All right, and so in this one, we're going to want to get rid of all of that. We're going to say just going to basically have that. We're going to have a form, and we need to go and build a form, right? So let's save that. Alrighty. Okay, so with forms, of course, what we want to do is we probably want to just go to our sites forms, go to the builder, and build a form. So let's add a new form here. And I'm going to put in, I want their full name. No, I don't. I want first name, last name, phone, email, company name. Change the title, right, to your company name. Great. Yeah, got it. And I want the city. And I want their website. So we're going to call that confirmation. Then on submit, we'll leave it. And we're going to save that. So then what we need to do is we need to come back to the funnel. And I actually need to make sure that the funnel be landing page in the home services. So I need to be able to pull through my agency stuff into this, right? So confirmation is going to be the simple form, which is going to go to the next page, right? So let's just add that step in. So this is payment, and we're good, right? We're going to do, again, we're just going to use existing. Let's just use page 1, right? And then we can just keep using it. Over on confirmation, we're going to hit that. That's the confirmation. Now we've got to go in the form. select confirmation. There we go. So I might just give that a background so we can sort of give the form its look and feel. When they submit this form, I want to go to the next step, and I don't want to pop up. Righto, pop up. Disable on this one. Actually, no, we'll keep it in case they opt in on the second page. So let's save. Go over here. Okay, now in the payment section, we're obviously going to have to include products. Those products need to be the, I'm putting in the base price, right? So 97 is going to be the price that I'm charging. And actually, in addition to this, I just want to make sure that, so this is 97 a month US, and then leave the authorization as is. And then, yeah, so what do I want to call it? Price display, the product's name. So this is our Control Max package, right? That's on a free trial, which is cool. So then back on the page itself, I'm going to do this. Let's go back in here and edit this page. Okay, so instead of being red, we need that to be green, right? And then this is no obligation. And I'm going to do a one-step order form here. So we do one step here, and that's it. Leave that, leave that. So the only thing we don't have is a redirect once they actually buy it. So let's just stick in a thank you. So we ended up with a 4-step process. We got one more, which is thank you, right? And in fact, I didn't want to create from blank. I wanted to use an existing. And again, I wanted to use the first page. So it's all very basic. Remember, I think that the majority of the traffic is going to be on a mobile device, so it needs to just be like fluid, right? Like we don't want it to be crazy, right? So here, and in fact, this one needs to be the activation call that I'm doing, right? And again, I'm putting it in green because I don't want it to look like crap. I want it to be like green positive, right? And we need to stick in a calendar, and that's going to be a discovery call calendar. Let's get rid of all this. We'll keep. And then underneath here, we're just going to do, again, this one. It's going to be, again, sort of like, actually, it needs to be up here. Right, so we just need to make sure that we've actually got a calendar that we can use. So let's set that up. And it's interesting, like we've been doing this now for 31 minutes, and we're almost at the point where it's going to be fully functional, right? So we don't need to spend a lot of time here. You spend a lot of time revising it, to get it to something where it's running, we don't need to do that, right? So I've got a draft discovery call. I'm just going to create a brand new calendar, right? It's going to be round robin. And there's probably no users, of course, right? So I'm just going to add myself in as a user. Let's just put that in now. We've got a user. So now we can just get appointments cranking. We can say an appointment, calendars. I'm going to say, this is for me, and this is our activation call. Pest Control Max, activation call. Free activation call for Pest Control Max. Trial customers. Pest Control activation funnel. Right. Save and continue. We're going to put it as a 30-minute. I'm going to make it a 45. Leave it all, 1 day's notice. That's fine. Save. No form required because I did it in the previous step. It's active. At least one member. Yeah, I did that. Okay, finally we've got a pest control, final pest control. There we go, round robin. Awesome. All right, back to sites, right? Back to the funnel. Thank you is going to be the booking link. Okay, so we've done that. We need the booking link, so we want to get that booked in. Good way to pitch this is to have whatever the onboarding call and the activation call is, have that free if they do it within the trial, otherwise charge a setup fee, drives the urgency within the trial to get them up and running. So here's my Pest Control Max booking. Pull, that looks cool. I got no availability for some reason. Who knows why? I don't know why. But anyway, so you want to say this is pest control all the way through, right? And then once they've completed this, the redirect is just going to we just want to use the action from the calendar, and so that should hopefully just displays a thank you message, right? That metadata thing coming up every 5 seconds is so annoying. So anyway, there we have it. We have a very basic, VSL. The last thing to do, obviously, is make sure the products are there, and then from a publishing point of view, we've got our domain, right? So I'm going to go go.funnelme, which is already set up, so one that I created in the background, and so now should have a nice published go.funnelme opt-in page, right? I need to put my other thing in there. We need the video, get my 14-day trial. That shouldn't be opening up the pop-up. So let's go and fix these little bits, right? So let's get this sorted. So that click should actually take us to the next step. And then I need one more form, which is my... So essentially what I want to do is I want to create a different form for the opt-in. It's just going to be name, email, and then what I'll do is I'll set up an automation to flick them some additional content. So what they're essentially doing there is they're leaving, getting the opt-in as the last thing, and then I've got sort of permission to nurture them. I'm not going to build that automation kind of now or anything like that. What I would do is I send them another video of the reputation management piece, trying to get them on a different hook, right? So if the Facebook advertising thing didn't work, I need a separate hook. It's going to be reputation management. That's what I'm going to be sending out. Okay, so back to my forms. I'm just going to have my opt-in, right? So this is going to be my free opt-in, and that's just going to be first name, email, right? And then so it's my free opt-in, pest control. Okay, and again, by giving it a specific form, Then when I do my automation, I can say, if someone fills out that form, we're happy days, right? Back to my funnels. We want to stick that in the pop-up. So let's go do that and click on edit. Click here and in the pop-up, get my form. Which is my free opt-in for the pest control. It's just those 2 boxes. And that's it. The only thing left to do is to add the video. So, and I have my VA doing that as we speak. So thanks, Dan. He's currently doing that. I think where are we at? We're at the 40-minute mark, right? So let's check this out. We got the video, the opt-in page. We're going to click this. We're going to go here. I need to get rid of that pop-up. I need to send that, and I probably need a bigger submit button. But we'll test that. It goes to the right page. Right, and then that should hopefully take me to the next page, which is payment. Awesome. And I can fill out shipping and get this signed up. 14-day trial, $97 per month, complete. Now, I need to get rid of all the pop-ups. So let's just do that quickly. In fact, no, I want to keep them in case they're leaving on these other additional pages, but we need to fix the form. So let's fix that. So, the other thing I'm going to do here is adjust the, so I want to take shipping out of all of this because we don't want that. So we'll get rid of this. I should have fixed the form before I did fix the pop-up before I replicated it across all of these. But anyway, it is what it is. So form, we're going to do the opt-in. And we're happy with that. Let's change this so that we're not doing shipping because they just typed all that in. So let's get rid of, we'll hide the phone number, we'll hide the shipping. It's literally company name, full name, email address, la-di-da-di-da. We've already got that information. We don't have this, so this is free 14-day trial. Right, your info to get instant access to your free trial. That's a better looking, one click, whatever I'm trying to say. One step checkout. Okay, so we'll click save. And now the last thing is that if I get to the thank you page, I've filled it all out. There's no way I can get there if I haven't. So I don't want the pop-up to be on this page. So we're going to do pop-up. We're going to do disable. Catch you later, pop-up to that page. Got a little exclamation mark. Oh, I didn't save the changes because it's a piece of shit. Seriously, this would have taken me 20 minutes had it loaded, right? Faster than the 10 seconds it takes to move between one page and the other. There was some infra updates done on the loader. I'm not seeing them. I reckon it's done all this, right? Save metadata. Don't care about metadata when we're talking about a paid landing page, right? We're driving traffic there through dollars. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. And now we go, that's a hosted video. That video is somewhere in here. Which it's not yet. So we'll be continuing to wait for that. And it will come through. whilst waiting for that, we want that product to have that snapshot, right? So let's just go to our, well, to be honest, you don't need to do it. There was like a Facebook ad and stuff in there. Apex is taking away the majority of what we're required to do as part of the snapshot. So I tell you what, I'm not even going to apply a snapshot to it beyond, what I want to do here. Cool. So there's that. Now I've got an opt-in page, right? I can then easily go and run some Facebook ads to this, right? So let me do that real quick. So we're going to go with the ad launcher here. I'm just going to use Apex to do this. I'm going to launch a new campaign. I'm going to grab the agency stuff. I'm going to grab a lead form. I'm going to put a daily budget. Actually, let me not use this. I'm going to launch a campaign separately and then come back. What I am hopeful of is that we'll see the video coming through in the media library ASAP. So let's get that up and running ASAP. And whilst we're doing that, I'm going to go into my Facebook Ads Manager. We're going to launch an ad. And I had a cool image that I used through the image AI generator, which I believe is this thing, the DALL-E, right? So we're going to grab that. Ads Manager sucks, right? It really does. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new campaign. We're going to drive leads, so it's going to be a lead form, right? Try again. Like, what are you doing? Leads. Campaign's going to be Pest Control leads, right? Control set. Control set. I don't know why it's doing that. Rejected. Yeah, righto. That's fine. Why can't I create a campaign? So this is why people don't want to go into Ads Manager. It's because it's an absolute piece of shit. Right? I can't even begin to tell you how much this sucks. Okay, welcome back. That was quite painful. Having to go in and use Facebook, I just hate it, right? So, I mean, like being able to provide end users with the ability not to do this, like, is insanely valuable. So here we go. We've got to put the link in. So we need the opt-in page link. This is the public link. Now, I've done a form rather than drive everybody to the landing page. I think it provides a little bit higher intent. If I had a bigger budget, I'd probably do both a form and drive traffic all to the landing page. But right now, we're just going to keep it basic. They fill out the form, then they can go to the opt-in page, right? And I might say, watch the demo, right? Demo now. So create that form, and we're good. Okay. So coming back, let's close all that. And the last thing, of course, to do is we get that video, right? So back over here, we go to the sites, and my guy tells me that the video is done. I'm going to go back to my home service VSL. We're going to click on here, click edit, click the video, grab the pest control video, finally makes it in, right? And the only other thing that we need is a thumbnail. We don't need a thumbnail because I'm going to autoplay it. And then good to go, right? So this is going to be the promo video preview. And we're going to say, right. And we've got a noisy keyboard, but that's okay. Save. All right. So that is the last and final step, right? I have a Facebook ad running. I ended up doing something slightly different to that, this sort of post here, but I just did a pest control version of it. And so to kind of have a look, we can then open it up. So someone will see it. I've targeted pest control people. Here we go. Right there. I need to probably open it up because it's obviously not big enough. So let's just make that change. There's always something to change. Give it a nice metadata, right? So happy with that. And potentially this needs to be its own section, right? So let's just put that. Let's move the video right there, and we'll just keep it as one. All right. Now I do my videos with a VA who does all my social content, so I was able to do that pretty quick. You got to do what you got to do. But there we go. Boom. Right. No sound. There we go. There we go. Blah, 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 blah. Right. So I think that's pretty cool. So now we're basically ready to get everything up and running. So the only thing to do is go to settings, integrations, Facebook form fields mappings, and we want to get the pest control lead generation form mapped, right? Now I need to create a custom field to get that one sorted out. So let's just do that real quick. Go to settings, custom fields, right? And I'm going to add a folder, and this is going to be called pest control. And then in that field, I'm going to do a single line of text, which is going to be biggest challenges, right? I'm going to put that in the pest control group, save that. And then back over in my integrations, in my form fields, the last thing to do. So this is our biggest challenges, right? Full name, phone number, email, get the tick of approval that it's mapped. Can leave that other one turned on. Then the only thing I kind of want to do is create a workflow from scratch. And we're just going to say Facebook leads. Oops. And I'm just going to make a niche pipeline here, right? Because I'm running inbound on this niche. So no longer will I have a main pipeline. I'm going to do pest control pipeline. I'm going to do responded, right? So new lead, new lead, Facebook ad, right? And I'm going to do responded. I'm going to say booked in, no, responded, and then booked activation call, right? And then trial started. Right, that's kind of what we want. So we want to manage people from here. And so in my automation, I'm going to do a folder. Folder's going to be called Pest Control. I have to get a phone number here. Create a workflow, scratch. And this is going to be Pest Control, add new lead. And we're going to have to set all this up, right? Multiple actions. And right now, I just want to do pipeline opportunities. That's because I'm looking at a trigger. I need a Facebook form submitted, and the form is pest control. If they do that, an opportunity. We're going to shove them into pest control, and we're going to shove them into new lead, and everything's worth 97, right? Name, we can leave, blah, 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 blah. Save, and essentially what I want to do is I want to send them an SMS, right? And I want to say, hey, I think we're grabbing their full name, right? Demo here in to talk to us here. We're just going to add so we'd add in some. I'm going to say actually, are you to make it so that I want to get them to respond, right? This is pretty manual for me. I don't need to automate everything from day one, right? But because we're getting the phone numbers, we need the SMS. And so that is it, right? So literally that is it. So that is it. Yeah, that's start to finish, building a funnel, SaaS, Facebook inbound ad, and I've got UpX. So took me about an hour. Let the ad run, see the leads come through, try and get some conversions, get them onboarded, and hopefully by the end of the week, lots of trial customers running ads. And I just want to get them through to conversion, right? So my hook is essentially new leads coming through, pay for the software $100. Okay, that's it. And so enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Building the funnel, getting it all up and running. Inbound ads is one thing. We talk about outbound in a separate video, but let's catch up in the next lesson. Cheers, bye.